It's been a long time since I sat down and made some kind of rant about anime. I remember back in the day I used to always talk about Naruto back when I was really into it, but not so much anymore. And believe me, things have not changed. I still have quite a lot of hot takes about anime, and I don't know if they're even relevant these days, but I have them. I could even say I have enough to make a series talking about how things are going in the industry, as well as all these cringe fan bases that keep popping up all over the place.
Puppy, this chicken's busted.
But today, I want to dial it back a little bit and focus on a topic that's been on my mind a lot recently. It seems like every year for at least the past decade, we get these big budget anime movies releasing in theaters. And yeah, some do stand out, like Bella, which recently came out. I still haven't seen it, but I really want to. It looks beautiful. And also a quote-unquote anime like Motherfuckers. I think that's the actual name of it. Something that is very weirdly styled, but something that I think that people should definitely give a watch because hell, why the hell not? But no, the movies I'm talking about today are the ones that tie into a bigger anime series. Movies like Dragon Ball Super Broly, Demon Slayer Mugen Train, and even the most recent release, Jujutsu Kaisen 0. And also, not to mention that there's already some rumblings that Attack on Titan is getting its own movie to tie up the series pretty soon, which by the release of this video, I'm not sure if that would have already been confirmed or not, but I'm just saying it's rumblings right now, so yeah. So with all that being said, this is great news that we're getting these canon anime movies being made, so we're not just watching something that's filler. Because not only are these movies doing great in the box office, but they're also a hit with the fans, because if you don't watch these movies, you could be missing out on some major plot in the story. Like sure, movies like Resurrection of F or Battle of the Gods and again Mugen Train also got adapted into the main anime, so it wasn't needed that you watch them. But again, it's an argument to be made that going to the movies to see these things and feel the emotion, the hype of the crowd, it's all worth it at the end of the day. Like yeah, I know we all see the memes of these anime fans going to the movies and then screaming out Eren Yeager or some shit like that, but hey, going to see movies in a theater with a bunch of people is a great thing.
Eren Yeager.
Shut up before I use my Sharingan.
Like trust me, a lot of the moments that I've seen, a lot of the great moments that I've seen in theaters definitely came from a lot of the Marvel movies, especially the Avengers movies. So being encapsulated in this environment where people share the same exact interests as you and they feel the same hype because hey, they may not even know you, but they've been on the same exact journey with this anime that you have, and they know exactly how it feels to see what's happening on screen. It's one of the last things I love about going to the movies now in general, since, well, streaming is so much more convenient anyways. And yes, that includes both legal and illegal ways, but don't quote me on that. So yes, these canon movies are the best thing that happened because back in my day, all anime movies were nothing but filler. I remember getting hype about some of the Naruto and Bleach and Dragon Ball Z movies as a kid, just to find out that a majority of these movies didn't make a difference at all. Like yeah, at least Dragon Ball Z constantly references these movies in the mobile games and the video games and tons of other cash grabs. But you know one thing, as a former die-hard Naruto fan, it sucks watching the first movie thinking to myself,
whoa, holy crap, this Rainbow Rasengan looks so dope.
Just for them to never, and I mean never, mention anything about that ever again. And that same sort of thing could be applied to so many movies where a character will get this new power that's just canon to that one movie that will never ever show itself again in the main canon. They'll talk to characters that will never ever show up ever again. And yeah, you are expected to 9 times out of 10 pay money for that, whether it be in theaters or most likely on DVD. But it would be kind of awesome when those movies would just show up on Toonami and you could just watch it there for free. I mean, like, it's just a waste of time at that point, not money. Because if you were buying this shit, it was basically like you're paying money to watch fillers, which I think should be a federal offense. And yeah, I won't forget about My Hero Academia, because that's kind of an exception to this argument. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the movies, especially the last one. That scene where he was just punching the air at rapid speed, spoilers by the way, that was amazing. I think it was a little tiny little incy weensy bit of cringe, but hey, I think it was really cool. It was a well animated fight. I loved it. And all these movies have these really nice fight scenes, and you can tell the animators worked hard to get the visuals right, especially for the end battles. The odd thing is that they fall into this weird category where they aren't canon to the manga, but they are still canon to the anime. Much like Dragon Ball Super Broly, which I just found out they wanted to write that into the manga, but they just said, nah, we're gonna still go along with the plan we had for that Moro arc, and we're just going to do that. We're not going to put that in the manga. So at the end of the day, it's still fine that these anime movies exist, especially since the anime does refer back to them every once in a while. But it's on thin ice when it comes to this discussion, because there's so many other movies that are being smarter about how they handle these things. But hey, is it a big deal? Not really, so I'm gonna keep it pushing. And yeah, I could go into deep and detailed argument and discussion about the new generation of anime compared to anime like the big three, etc, etc. And hey, maybe at some point I will, if I ever feel like getting slandered by the niggas that defend shonen anime with their lives. Yeah, you know exactly the ones I'm talking about.
I'm about to get racist!
But what I'm saying today is that it's really nice having these newer anime come out with nothing but quality, rather than trying to rake in money and just have filler after filler after filler. I respect any piece of media that respects my time, and a lot of the newer stuff really respects my time and gives me that gold. So when anything comes out and decides to skip past the filler and deliver some clean animation, some decent fight scenes, and a story that speaks to me, I gotta praise it. And what I've been seeing over the past few years has made me so happy that anime has come so far. And yeah, I know it sucks having to wait over a year or more to see the next part of your favorite anime, especially after that last season of Demon Slayer, because that shit was fire and I can't wait for the next season, which is gonna come out God knows when. And all the while, I'll be constantly dodging comment sections everywhere to avoid as many spoilers as I possibly can. But the best part about it is that I can rest easy and know that the next season of Demon Slayer will be well animated and it won't have crappy fillers. Unlike some anime I can think of, like Boruto or Black Clover, which hopefully will come back without the fillers, hopefully. But damn, Boruto especially, because that should have never came out when it did. They should have just waited on it, but they gotta be greedy, they gotta get their money, and they gotta just produce these episodes with nothing but filler and characters that don't matter and all these different situations that nobody cares about. And yeah, even sadly, One Piece does steer into the filler territory every now and then. It's not that often. It has its own issues, but hey, I'm gonna steer away from that subject because One Piece is good, right? It's like 1,000 episodes that I really don't want to continue to watch because I'm only on episode like 200 and something, but hey, it's good. I'm pretty sure it's good, right? But even when you look at other anime like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Vinland Saga, Mob Psycho 100, which is about to get a season 3 by the way, and even Chainsaw Man, which is soon to come out, I can almost guarantee a high bar of quality because these anime aren't shilling themselves so heavily. Because Lord knows where an anime like Boruto would be today if they cut out all of the filler and made the anime only using what's in the manga. As a matter of fact, bro, I think that anime would be bare bones. That shit would be short as hell right now. So again, props to the anime that aren't trying to shill themselves to bleed their fans dry. And yeah, again, I'm not gonna blame the creators themselves. Like, I'm not gonna blame Masashi Kishimoto necessarily for Boruto or Naruto having so many fillers. I know that it's an issue that's deeper than that, but I'm not going to go into that today because, you know, it's going to make a long ass video. But yeah, I know that an anime like Demon Slayer could have gotten away with being a year-round anime, but it would have been total garbage if it was. And again, there's so much more I can discuss with these types of topics. Even the hot take, which isn't really that hot, that Demon Slayer is completely, or at least almost completely, carried by the animation from ufotable. But again, yo, we can save that for another video, we can save that for another time. But the question today is, what do you think about anime movies becoming more canon and less filler? Personally, I think it's great and it's getting plenty of fans out to see them in theaters. And arguably, the fact that Demon Slayer Mugen Train was a canon movie might be the reason why it's become the highest grossing anime movie of all time too. But yeah, at the same time, I can also see how it sucks if they continue to recycle the stuff in the movie and put it at the beginning of the next season anyways. It starts to become less special and more like it's early access. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this one, and I will see you guys in the next one.